Oh, hello. Didn't expect to see you there. Well, yeah, I guess I did, but whatever, you know what I mean. Imagine what else you can overlook though, especially with a sense as sensitive and subjective as taste. Can you even imagine how many of the world's foods have been accidentally discovered? Which brings us to the top 10 accidentally discovered foods. The details of these delicious accidents are shrouded in mystery and hearsay. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into the rumor mill. The sandwich. Legend has it that 18th century aristocrat John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, was sitting dead center at the middle of a heated card game with no intention of putting down his cards, much less leaving the table for food. Instead, he ordered for his meat to be brought over and tucked between 2 pieces of bread. Others began to order the same as sandwich, and lo and behold, carbs now rule the fast food world. Caesar salad. Born on the 4th of July in 1924 over a busy weekend at a restaurant down in Tijuana, Cesare Cardini Caesar ran short of ingredients to finish a large salad but did not want to disappoint his customers. Instead, he threw together a new type of salad with everything he had left and prepared it for them right there at the table. Flash frozen veggies. Halfway across the world in Newfoundland, Canada, Clarence Birdseye discovered the process of flash freezing vegetables. Fish that he and other local Inuits caught would freeze almost immediately after being pulled from the water. From this experience, he theorized that vegetables must be frozen very quickly in order for them to retain their taste and texture, and he was quite right. Brilliant. Worcestershire sauce. Popularized by British chemists John Wheely Lee and William Henry Perrins in the early 19th century, the two were asked to create a tangy sauce for a nobleman who'd recently returned home from Worcester County in Massachusetts with an interest in duplicating a recipe he'd found in India. But the concoction produced was so strong, it was inedible and they couldn't bear to serve it and instead locked it away in a basement. But when their soon-to-be Worcestershire sauce was discovered again a few years later, to their great surprise, the aging process had turned it into a delicious, savory sauce. To this day, the Worcestershire sauce recipe remains a closely guarded secret and only a privileged few know the exact ingredients for Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, oh man, I give up. Yogurt. Most accounts have traced yogurt to the Neolithic peoples of Central Asia around 6000 BC. As herdsmen began milking their animals and in turn carrying the milk within other animal stomachs, which is kind of gross and weird, the natural enzymes waiting inside curdled the milk, essentially making it yogurt. They loved this new taste, so the practice continued, which then evolved over millennia into commercial yogurt as we now know it today. I like the fruit bottom ones. Peach. Aww. Barbecue. According to the Matt Santoro School of Food Mythology, there was a small boy who one day burnt one of his father's pigs out back in the barn. Why did the boy burn one of his father's pigs? Maybe he was mad at his pops, or perhaps the pig gave him a nasty look. At first, in panic, the boy poked at the pig for any signs of life, toasting the tips of his fingers in the process, and he instinctively cooled them in his mouth. But then the taste of the roast pig was discovered, and the barbecue was born. The moral of the story is, bacon fixes all. The Quest Peanut Butter and Jelly Bar. In the very early days of Quest Nutrition in the company's test kitchen, an employee named Mario was halfway through cooking up a huge batch of the latest peanut butter recipe when he accidentally added in the mixed berry flavoring. However, the team decided to at least give it a try before dumping it all away, and the undeniable taste of peanut butter and jelly was born. Raisins. The first commercial raisin crop sprung up in the San Joaquin Valley of Northern California back in 1873. As the stories say, it wasn't man that grew them, but nature, when a great heat wave dried out a full harvest of grapes before the farmers could pick them. Intrigued by the grapes' new texture and taste, the San Joaquin farmers went into the raisin business, and the rest, as they say, was delicious pruny history. Potato chips. In the summer of 1853 at Moon's Lake House in Saratoga Springs, New York, a customer twice rejected Moon's famous fried potatoes, complaining that they were much too thick. The offended chef cut a third batch of potatoes paper thin, dumped them in a vat of oil, and cooked them until they were crispy, thinking this will teach them. However, once served, the customer took one bite, then another, finally proclaiming that the fried slices were delicious. Chocolate chip cookies. Save the best for last, right? In 1937, Massachusetts innkeeper Ruth Graves Wakefield added pieces of chocolate to her cookie mix, hoping that it would melt and turn the batter chocolate brown. Instead, the chocolate held its shape and softened, creating the classic cookies we all know and love. Does anyone have cookies for me now? I'm really hungry. And that'll about do it for our list of accidentally discovered foods. Einstein only realized the theory of relativity while out riding his bicycle, so imagine what you could stumble upon if you keep your mind open and your taste buds ready, like Greek yogurt. And Worcestershire sauce. Don't do that. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click that like button and share it with your friends. And of course, subscribe to get new episodes just like this every week. I will see you next time.